Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to A Clash of Kings. Now, when we left off, we had just taken the last remaining fief from the Mer faction, and we eliminated Tyrosh as well. We saw a message, at least, that eliminated it, and we are going to be, I believe... well, I was about to say... declaring war against the Stormlands, because they are rather split at the moment, and I think it would be a pretty nice idea to get a good stronghold next to King's Landing, because then we would have a very good chance of being able to launch a reasonable assault, shall we say, against King's Landing, and maybe even take it, who knows. But yes, I think that might be a good idea, although Dragonstone is pretty small as well, but not as fragmented. I'm thinking that the fragmented portions of Stormlands, namely down here, Stonehelm, Mistwood, etc., they are all going to be left alone by us unless they force us to take them. And instead, we're going to be attempting to take Tumbleton, because Tumbleton was actually just taken by the Stormlands by, well, the Reach. They actually took it from the Reach. And now we are, of course, then going to head on to... well, Felwood? Not entirely sure how many units they have stationed there after all, but it does appear as though the Stormlands might be the best idea, because one of you did mention that Dawn doesn't have any alliances with anyone, and, well, I would really like to declare war against them, but as you can probably see, they have a very large territory to gain control over, and I think it would probably be reasonably difficult to do so unless we had a closer fortification, which of course is going to be our Stormlands conquerings, maybe? Well, nevertheless, I do think that is probably going to be the best idea, because many of you told me that, yes, the Three Sisters are allied with the Vale, so yes, that's definitely something that we need to be a little bit cautious about, and, of course, as a side result of us being able to get this Stormland territory under our control, we would be able to launch a reasonably good assault against the Vale as well, because, as you see, we do have the Westerlands majority territory there, and then, of course, we would have the Stormlands as well. So we'd have a pretty nice twin-pronged assault area to use, and I think without further ado, we will be declaring war against the Stormlands, and we'll see where that takes us. If someone else decides to declare war against us for declaring war against the Stormlands, then so be it, but we are the most powerful faction at the moment, at least. Now, first off, we want to increase our companion skills, and, well, Alan is going to become a vassal sooner rather than later, I hope, so let's get him a little bit more leadership and charisma, and then we'll level up his one-handed proficiency. And Jonas has also leveled up, which is even better. So let's get him 1 more in charisma, 3 in leadership. Okay, that will be fine. Now, next time he levels up, I am definitely going to be getting him some Weapon Master, because as you can see here, he has 154 weapon points. I do believe I haven't leveled up his weapon proficiencies since we got him, so that's why all of those are saved up in such a manner. But yes, oh well, let's move on to Jasper here. Now, I think... I think we will increase his leadership. We already have 1 point in it for him, but again, we need to level up his Weapon Master too. So I think what we'll do is Jasper will level up 1 more time. We'll get him some charisma, more in leadership. I think 3 in leadership is probably going to be the standard for the majority of our companions slash vassals here. And then the next level after that, we'll get him some Weapon Master and hopefully be able to spec his weapon points. That would be pretty nice. So, as you can see, we still have a roughly, yeah, quite a lot of slaves and so forth. So I'm thinking we're probably going to put these in the garrison here. And if we do need to, I might want to get these out at some point and take them to one of our vassals, maybe to Sir Harold or something. And as a result of that, we would be, well, rewarded with some relation. I'm not entirely sure, actually. I think we should probably give them to Fenner. That would be a good idea, because Fenner is probably the lowest in relation to us. So I'm thinking that would probably be a better idea. Yes, that would be a good idea, I think. So let's just get rid of these here, put them in the garrison. And now we only have 278 units. Oh, that's a little bit of a worry, isn't it? Okay. Let's take some more sergeants then. And, oh my, we're leaving Pike rather... Oh, 351 units. Oh my goodness. Okay, I didn't realize they were that many, but still. Okay. Oh, it does appear as though Dawn is also at war against the Stormlands, so I think this is probably going to be the best opportunity for us, and we'll see what we can do. So, let's take all these veteran man-at-arms. Now we have 411, I think that should be fine. Now, I just want to check the goods here. Ah, we actually have a pretty reasonable amount of food, so I don't think we really need to worry too much about it, but I would like to keep a good stock anyway. Okay, so let's head into Pike, and we will declare war against the Stormlands, and we will see whether they decide to take vicious action against us. I am not going to get any Unsullied, or am I? Only 400 for each one, but if I get all 8 of them, I'm going to be spending quite a lot of money here. Okay, my hand just pressed it, and my mind didn't even have any effect on that. Wonderful. Okay, so we obviously want the Unsullied. Yes. So, let's just head over to our treasury. I would like to see how many we have. Okay, 154,000. I'd like to withdraw a little bit more here. Let's get another 20,000 just to make sure we have security. And yes, that will be fine. Now let's speak to Halbert. I wish to dispatch an emissary to... Yes, King Renly Baratheon of the Stormlands. Now, I'm going to declare war on him, and Fenna has now deteriorated once more to 36 relation. That is a little worrying, I have to admit. If she defects to someone else, we are definitely going to have quite a few issues. So, let us now leave, and we will see if anyone decides to declare war against us. It does not appear so. Yes, most of the factions in the area do not like the Stormlands whatsoever. Okay, well, let's do this. Okay, never mind. Let's have a real-time event, apparently. You come across the grave of an old and forgotten king. What are we going to do? Loot the tomb, pay for a new tomb, or tend to the grave and pay your respects? Tend to the grave? Yes, there we are, and we gain some honor, very nice. And it says, someday perhaps you might have the honor of being buried like a king. Oh yes, that would be nice. Now, many of you actually stated that it would be a pretty nice idea if we were to rename our faction to, I believe it was the Empire of Reformia? Something like that. So, yeah, by all means, let me know if you really want me to do that, and I'll see what I can do. I'm not entirely sure. Can we actually do that through here? Ah, yes we can. There we have it. Okay, so we can actually rename our sovereignty pretty easily. By the way, this is also where you redye your map if you want to change the colors. I do see a couple of comments regarding that. So, yes, by all means, if you want to know about that, then there it is. And we can also try to catch some fish as well. I do believe we attempted that once before and we got stuck, or at least the boat icon got stuck on the ground as well. So, let's not try that this time around. Oh! This might actually be the... Oh, well, I'm not very pleased about this, of course, but as you may have seen... Let's just go to... No, I want to go to notes, thank you. Let's go to here. As you can see, look at this. King's Landing has been besieged by Dagon Saltcliffe of the Stormlands. Now, he is obviously a vassal from the Iron Islands that joined them quite a long time ago. I'm not entirely sure. I think he probably defected to the Westerlands as well. I do seem to remember that we fought him while we were attempting to eliminate the Westerlands. So, yes, let's just... Oh. It does appear as though we have a boat. Okay, well, we're going to be waiting here for some time. There we are. That will fix it. Thank you. And then we'll just head on to Tumbleton. But goodness me, they are actually sieging King's Landing. This is a very good chance for us to swoop in behind their front line and see what we can do. Now, maybe it would have been a better idea to potentially go to eliminate the rest of the Mer vassals, but, well, I was not exactly pleased with our performance last time when we were attempting to eliminate Tyrosh, so I'm a little bit dubious about heading over to the Mer territories here. Although it does appear as though he is the only fellow actually accomplishing any of this raiding, so maybe it would have been a good idea, who knows. And let's see, no, we are going to refuse that. Okay, so we have a Riverlands vassal. He's not going to disturb us, I hope, and we'll see how many units they actually garrisoned in their newly conquered fief. Hopefully it's around 60. I would love it if it was 60. As you can see here, our tributes from our nobles are basically keeping us in the money. Otherwise, we would be definitely having quite a few issues. Now, aha! 107. I think that's worth it. If we can perform some sort of blitz attack, which is what one of you actually suggested we should do against the Three Sisters, and I will be attempting to do that in the future. I would just like to maybe eliminate the Stormlands from the game, although most of the factions are focusing on the Stormlands rather considerably, so maybe if we eliminate them, then we will become the focus of their attacks. That would be not too pleasing, to say the least, but nevertheless, let's head in here. Hopefully our units will not get stuck on the pier, as they did previously. No, it does not appear that is the case. And we are able to enter here without any issues. Oh, yes, very nice. Okay, so let's tell our archers to stand back here. How many archers do we have? 71. Okay, well, that's a lot of archers. Let's hope that they're actually going to perform very well. Oh, my. Okay, well, we do have a couple of unsullied units. Let's hope that they show by example how a true warrior should perform in a siege, although it does appear as though Brendan and various elite longbowmen are already getting quite a few kills. Alan was already taken out. How dare you? Oh well. Carver's getting a couple of kills too, and they finally made a little space for us here, so we can actually head up the ladder. Very nice of them to do so. Okay. Now, oh yes! Oh, that is something that I continue to forget to do. I do believe one of you stated that I should head into the formation options in the camp menu, I believe it is, and actually turn on formation AI, because at the moment we just have default formations, so I'm thinking that would probably be a good idea, because if I press F4, I do believe F4 is the formation menu, then we don't actually get anything coming up. So yes, we're going to hopefully attempt to do that in just a moment after we have conquered Tumbleton. Very easily indeed, mind you. It does appear as though we are just going to be eliminating them without even Elias having to lift a finger, which is definitely something I'm a little bit disappointed by, because I would have liked to have gotten a couple of kills. But I suppose it's all good. We are taking Tumbleton without too many issues. Yep, it seems absolutely fine. Okay, well, I'm actually not going to jump down here. I was very tempted to jump down here and just rush, like a berserker, at that fellow over there. But maybe we'll just do a small jump. Yes, there we are. And we'll just take this guy out. This is my only kill of the siege, yes! Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, that just shows that our mounted sergeants are very efficient when it comes to sieges now. They are getting used to them rather considerably. Carver was able to get the most kills, 4 kills total. Pretty nice. Okay, so let's have a look here. Forest bandits, we'll take those. Outlaw footmen as well. And then we'll take some of these guys. And yeah, that should be fine. Okay, so this is where I am having a couple of issues, because, as you know, Fenna really does not have a very high opinion of us at the moment, and it would be a very nice idea if we could award this to her. However, she is all the way in the north, and it is, let's just say, way too far away for her to travel all the way down. So I'm thinking we're probably going to give this to Call, or maybe to the new vassal. Yeah, why not give it to the new vassal? I think that would be a good idea, because he has no fiefs, and he could probably patrol around here doing a pretty reasonable job. And if he happens to arrive while we are still in the area, then we'll be able to give him some troops as well. I think that would be good. So, yes, Fenna is going down, but hopefully we'll be able to head over to the Three Sisters Islands, and we'll take that, and maybe give that to her, and then once we do battle against the Vale, that will be the fiefs that I will claim for Elias's name. Oh, yes. Okay, so 8,700 dinars for this. We are going to be splitting that, and hopefully, yes, increasing our relation with a couple of our vassals here. Very nice. And, oh, Tumbleton is a town. Wow, it looks like a castle on the world map, but nevertheless, wow, that's pretty cool. Now, one of you stated that I should give this shield with the flowers on to Sir Felton Flowers. Now, I would do that. However, I don't actually have Sir Felton Flowers as a companion, so I'm going to be attempting to try and find him here. Now, I am a little bit skeptical about whether we should actually take any other companions, because we have so many at the moment, and I would really like to save a spot for Sir Felton, so I'm not going to be taking anyone else unless I happen to find that Clegane fellow because many of you told me that he is an absolute beast. So yes, if we can do that, then that would be amazing, but if not, then so be it. But yes, nevertheless, as I stated before, we are going to be blitzing the Stormlands units, and we'll see what we can do at Felwood. Oh yes, let's do this. 286? As you see here, the Stormlands are actually being taken prisoner by Dragonstone because they're attempting to take... Oh, never mind. They were thwarted at King's Landing already. Well, that's pretty impressive. The Dragonstone faction does seem to be rather powerful at the moment, and I don't actually want to siege in the night, so I'm going to wait until the dawn. Yes, there we are, thank you. And then we'll just head in. Great. It does only take 2 hours, of course, and oh, it does appear as though one of the enemy vassals decided to head in there. He did only have 15 units, I think? Wow. If he does only have 15 units, then he's going to be having a very bad time of it, I do believe. So let's see here. We are 165 versus 144. I'm pretty sure we should be okay, and I might actually increase our battle size a little bit further, because we do seem to have... well, no issues, really, with our frame drops at the moment, so we should be okay to do that. Maybe I'll increase it to 280 or something along those lines. Now, what we want to do is move our archers a little closer here. I just didn't want them to block our infantry and cavalry from ascending the ladder, but now that they have gotten on here, we should be okay. Now, really? Oh my goodness. Oh wow, I actually thought that we hadn't killed anyone because the text log hadn't come up, but we've actually killed over... wow, over 35 units already. That is incredible. Oh my goodness, I did not expect that because, as you can see, we don't see the text log, so... yeah, I thought, oh, why aren't our units killing anything? But no, they were actually killing a lot. Wow, okay. That's pretty impressive. So, let's see what we can do. I just want to be able to get some bloodshed on my sword this time around. I think that would be pretty nice. But at the moment, that is proving to be rather difficult. Okay, well, I suppose it is proving that the elite longbowmen are pretty reasonable. They're not as good as the Vale archers, I believe, because one of you stated quite a while ago, actually, that the Vale archers are probably the best that you can get because they don't use longbows, and as a result, they fire a lot faster and they don't really suffer too much of an accuracy penalty or even a damage penalty. So, yeah, that's good to know at least. And, yeah, I suppose if you are making maybe an archer-focused army, I'm not entirely sure why you would, but I suppose for supporting your infantry and supporting your cavalry units, it's a very good idea to use the Vale units. If you didn't want to use Elite Reach Crossbowmen, of course, because I absolutely love the Elite Reach Crossbowmen. They are probably my favorite ranged unit. They served us so well in the beginning stages of the game, that's for sure. So, yeah, maybe at some point in the future I'd like to head over to Reach Lands and try to recruit a couple more of those crossbowmen. They are firm favorites with me. Now, if only this heavy knight would vanquish his foe, I could probably head in here and do some pretty considerable damage, but yes, I don't want to fall off. If I fall off, then I'm probably going to take more damage than I would from a strike from an enemy archer or something. This fellow's actually not even trying to target us right there. He was just targeting our units, and it's pretty ironic, to be honest, because I didn't even have my shield up, so he could probably do quite a bit of damage, but yes, it appears he was being a little cautious, because he knows that anyone that touches Elias is going to be ending up dead. Oh yes. And maybe I shouldn't rush in there too much, yes. Let's just try to be a little cautious here. Don't want to get taken out too quickly, now that we are actually in the fray. Okay, come on. Yes, there we are. I should probably use Blackfire, actually. I'm not taking any damage from their swing, so we may as well crush through their blocks while we are at it. Oh yeah. Look at that damage. Amazing. Well, we can't actually see the damage at the moment, but yes, I think you can imagine the forceful blows that we are able to actually cause to our opponents here. Very, very nice. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, so I think what we want to do is after we get this group of units down, we're probably going to be moving our archers up here, because as you can probably see, the archers are still firing through these small holes here, and I do know that these holes have a name, but I have let it slip my mind, unfortunately. Among other things, my formation idea with the options has just flown out the window as well, apparently, because I was just so excited to take the next Stormlands fief that I decided, well, yes, I'm just going to forget about this, apparently. Yeah, that wasn't actually intentional, but still, apparently it was. Okay, well, after this, I will be reminding myself. That is for sure, yes. Oh no, let's hope that I'm actually able to do that, yes. Okay, now, we definitely want to get our archers in here before I die, or at least before I take considerable damage. Okay, now, this is making me a little worried, actually. We're not receiving any more reinforcements apart from archers. Oh, here comes the text log, that's pretty nice. But unfortunately, it does appear as though we have missed the entire slaughter that our units were able to cause. Oh well. Yes, there we go. And I'm just going to charge straight on in here. I don't care about your arrows. Well, I kind of do, but oh my goodness, wow, that guy in the back was doing a lot of damage to us right there. Okay, well, I suppose it's made it a little bit more even now for our opponents, because we are just about to win, so I suppose that's not all bad. And there we have it. One enemy remains, and I do believe our archers should be able to deal with him, I hope. Maybe? Oh, yes, I do believe that was it. Great. Okay. So we have blitzed rather successfully so far. We're not doing too badly. We have not come across any of the vassals. Well, this fellow here was taken out reasonably fast, as far as I am aware. And I suppose we'll just take the rest of these units to recoup our losses. Okay, so let's take some elites. There we are. Okay. Now, I think we can let our companions take the loot. And we'll give this to this fellow once again. And we'll split the money. There we have it. Okay, so this is a castle, that's good to know. And he has garrisoned it with, once again, some lease units. 61 lease units, not bad at all. So, before we do anything else, we want to head in to the mod options. Isn't it? I do believe we have to go to the mod options here. Let's see. Yes, Formations Battle AI. Okay, so let's do Formations AI. I do believe this is the best one. I'm not entirely sure. The tooltips aren't coming up at the moment, so I'll just have to try them out. And I think we should be okay. Oh yes, we want to charge all. That's going to be a better idea. And everything okay? I hope so. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, cool. So there we have it. I have actually enabled Formation AI now, so I'll be able to use some formations a little better now. And we'll just level up Garrett here. He's not going to be leaving us as far as I'm aware, so let's just increase his strength once more. We'll give him some more power strikes so that he can actually do more damage with his axe. That would be a good idea. And, whoa, we can actually spend all of his weapon proficiency points as well. Very nice. Whoa, 25 mounted sergeants, 96 sergeants. Wow, okay. Well, very nice to see that, that's for sure. And there we have it. We've taken Tumbleton and Felwood, and I do believe this will be the end of this episode for this particular Blitz session. And next time on A Clash of Kings, we're going to be heading over to Bronzegate. And then we'll probably head on to Haystack Hall, and we'll see what we can do at Harvest Hall and maybe Storm's End the episode after that. Well, who knows? Maybe something else will happen, such as Tumbleton coming under siege. Maybe our vassal will turn up as well, and we'll be able to give him some much-needed units. So, I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.